G'day, I'm Jeff, and with my much better half Bobby, we are G&B nomads in the horizon. This week we have a short visit into New South Wales, visiting Broken Hill all the way down to Wentworth and then back into Mildura. We depart Mildura and head into New South Wales outback for the drive to Broken Hill. We arrive at Broken Hill after 3.5 hours of driving and head to the Living Desert State Park, which is also the location of the Starview Primitive Campsite, our home for the next few nights. The campground is about 5 minutes out of town. It has barbecues, hot showers and clean facilities. The cost was $20 per night plus $6 per person for entry into the Living Desert State Park, and allows you to view the Sculpture Park and the Flora and Fauna Park. In the morning, we did a brief walk and took these pictures of the campground. After breakfast, we ventured into Broken Hill and did the historical walking tour of the town. There were 7 blokes who formed the company BHP and are represented by these sculptures. Some of these blokes were previously station hands and boundary riders. BHP is still one of the largest mining companies in the world. The next day we decided to set off to Minindee with the intention to return to Broken Hill. We found Minindee to be a fascinating little town with heaps of history and decided to stay a night. We visited Kenchiga National Park. Kenchiga was originally a sheep station dating back to the 1800s. This included the shearing shed, which we spent some time at. We spent the night at one of the campgrounds in the park. A beautiful spot and only $7 a night. Our dinner started with a bottle of red with cheese and biscuits, and then Bobby made her first stamper over the fire, and it was yummy with heaps of butter. After brekkie, we headed to Minindee Lakes for some sightseeing. The Burke and Wills Expedition Site base camp was located here as it was the last civilised outpost. While Burke and the advance party pushed on to Coopers Creek, the base camp remained here from October 1860 until January 1861. The gravesite of Daus Muhammad is located at Minindee. Douse was a camel driver for Burke and Wills, and Douse continued to work here after his ill-fated expedition and prayed every day at this site, which is now his grave. Later that day we drove along this dirt road to Pooncarry, which is about 80 k's of dirt. On the way we've seen some sights, and we headed through Pooncarry and ended up staying the night at Wentworth, which is on the Murray River. After breakfast we did a short tour of the Murray and seen where the Darling River meets the mighty Murray. We had been following the Darling River from Minindee through Pooncarry and now into Wentworth. We returned to Mildura to prepare for the border crossing into South Australia. We hope you enjoyed this video and join us in the coming weeks when we tour South Australia. I always thought South Australia was below par. I was going to say something else, but my missus said I can't say that. But I was wrong. Hope to see you next week when I eat my words.